everyone, I'm finally doing your Q&A with New York Fashion Week. Just had a lot going on since I've been back, but I wanted to make sure to get this done so you guys get your answers. I did get several questions, well, quite a lot of questions about New York Fashion Week, so I wanted to give you the quick rundown of everything you've asked me and to answer them to the best of my ability so you guys get a little bit more insight on what happened and what I went through and my personal experience. So I went ahead and collected all your questions and threw them on my phone so I had easy access to them. I'll get started with the first most common question, which was, how do you get invited to shows? So this I can talk about for a very, very long time. But the simple answer is you can either get invited to shows, request an invite for shows, or you can buy tickets for a show. So a lot of shows, like the ones that are super high up, like the Chanel's, the Dior's, those types of shows, you have to get an invite. I think there's just like too many mechanics in it to like personally even request an invite, or you just have to be like a celebrity. Either way, it can be very, very hard to get an invite to a show. A lot of times, if you just put that you're in New York City or you pitch to different designers and whatnot, you can request an invitation and they will either accept or deny that invitation. The best way to do this is to pitch brands a month beforehand. Some invites won't go out until a couple days before the actual event, so be wary of that. There are a couple websites and platforms you can request to be a member on and then get invites that way. Otherwise, if you put that you're in New York Fashion Week that week in your bio, or you're going to be in Paris Fashion Week or whatever, there'll be a lot of scouts who will go and see that you have included that you will be there that week. They will throw you a DM, give you an invite, so on and so forth. Now, the other way to get invited is to use a website like Eventbrite. Anybody can use that. You can log on to Eventbrite and they will have a ton of parties, ton of events, ton of shows on there. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for. I know there are some Fashion Week tickets going for a couple grand, so you just really need to be mindful of your budget and how much you're willing to spend. I personally was not going to go to a show that I felt like I had to pay for. I was spending a lot just to go out to New York Fashion Week anyway. That spending a couple grand on a ticket just really didn't make sense for me. So I only went to shows that I was either asked to go to or that I pitched to and got accepted to go to. The next question is, did I get invited to any parties or just shows? Yes, I got invited to some parties. You can ask Tim about this. We had some parties that we were invited to and just didn't end up making, whether it was a travel issue or we just didn't have the time or we were just so worn out from like running around New York City all day. But yeah, I did get invited to some parties. We actually had a party in Times Square and that party got canceled due to weather, I think. And then they rescheduled it for like 10 days after the date. So obviously we skipped that because we weren't in town. So that just didn't make sense for us. But then some events and parties that we went to just through a personal invite and we got invited, or I got invited and I requested Tim to go because I didn't want to go alone. But yeah, so we went to parties and then also some like pop-up shops. Another question I got was, did I see any celebrities? No, I did not see any celebrities. I'm not someone who actually likes, I don't run around town trying to see celebrities. Now, the only celebrity that I might have seen would be Tezza. She was at a pop-up party with Shopbop that I ended up skipping because I didn't want to wait outside for 3 hours. I had a ticket to this event, but my main goal going to Fashion Week was to get content, and so sitting outside in Soho for 3 hours I didn't think it was worth it. But she was the only celebrity that I could have seen. Otherwise, I didn't see any celebrities. Another question I got asked was, why did I pack 4 suitcases? Did I really need all that stuff? I packed more than I probably needed to. I didn't know when I was going to be back in New York, and if I wasn't going to get invited to shows, or if I didn't get invited to shows, my main goal going to New York was to get content. So behind that, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to bring as much as I can because I don't know when I'm going to have this opportunity. I don't know when I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to try to shoot like between 2 and 4 outfits a day. That did not happen. We ended up kind of crushing everything in or cramming everything in the last couple days. pieces, so I did not need that many outfits, and so next time I don't think I will bring so much. But on the other hand, I'm really glad I did, because if our vacation to New York was extended a couple days, I totally would have gotten all the outfits in. But I just didn't want to get there and then be sorry that I didn't bring enough. So yes, I brought 4 suitcases, although one of those was Tim, and we kind of shared that one, so maybe it was like 3.5. But I would probably bring the same amount the next time, just because you don't know what your schedule looks like and you don't know how many outfits you can fit in. And obviously if you have time, you want to fit in as much as you can, and that was my main goal. Adding to that, I got asked how many outfits did I pack. So I think I packed like 12 or 13. I think it's 12 because I don't like odd numbers, so I probably packed 12. Let's say I packed 12. And when I was down there, I did a little shopping, and I might have gotten like 4 or 5 more outfits. Could have been 6, but let's say it was 4, because yeah. So collectively I had 16 outfits. I think I got most of the outfits I planned in, but then I bought some stuff, so I kind of like shuffled things around. But yeah, I brought 12, and then I bought several more. So who took my photos? Tim took all my photos, God bless him. That was the main reason he came. No, just kidding. He came for support. But yes, Tim took all my photos. He was just amazing with it. Now, I had a couple like flat lays that I did. I did one at the Coffee and Clothes. I took some at Lotta Ray. Now, like those all I pretty much did myself, because he hasn't done flat lays yet, but we'll get there. He took all my photos, and I just didn't want to have to rearrange my schedule and figure out how to get a photographer, and then with that photographer, how to schedule that, and then how to like figure out places to change. I had a couple photographers that asked if I wanted to do some packages with them. I did not do this just because I didn't think it was worth the money. I'm very particular about how I style my photos and then how I edit them. Tim is just so great with me. He's a lot better with my angles now. But so getting a photographer is not something I would not recommend. I think it's really great if you're perhaps going out there alone. That's probably what I would have done if Tim wasn't able to make it. For this case and scenario, I just wanted to save money and use my money shopping or doing other New York Fashion Week activities. So yes, Tim took all my photos. Next question, did I make every event or show I plan to go to? We've got a couple funny stories about this. To cut this relatively short and not bore you guys too much, we did miss a couple. We didn't get to go to everything we wanted to. We were there about a week, I think 6 nights, and there's a ton of stuff we wanted to do, but ultimately just boiled down to, do we have enough time? Do we have enough energy? Is it really worth it? And also, we didn't want to pay for Ubers 5 times a day because that got really expensive. So we stayed in Midtown, and if we were gonna go, let's say to like Soho or something, that was about a $20 Uber ride, and then coming back was another $20. If we went to kind of like the Wall Street area, that was maybe like 25. And so it came down to just like expenses too. But I think it's just so easy to wear yourself out. I definitely felt this even after a couple days. I had a lot of pressures, feeling like I needed to go to every show and I needed to go to every invite. But it just came to a point where I was like, what's the point? I mean, I want to enjoy this, but if I'm gonna ruin my trip by thinking I need to go to every single event, every party that I was invited to or that I wanted to go to, then it was just gonna like suck the fun out of everything. So it was a time constraint, it was a money thing, and then just like exhaustion levels. So the last question I'm going to answer is, am I going back? Yes, I plan to go back. Hopefully Tim can go back with me. Otherwise, I'm going to be alone. I don't really want to do that. But yeah, I plan to go back in February. I'm not looking forward to the cold weather because the last time I was in New York, it was very cold. I did not enjoy it. But yes, I'm planning to go in February. If anyone else is, let me know. We can get together. And I think if I go this time, I'm going to stay longer just because I didn't get to do everything I wanted to. But yeah, I'm planning to go back in February. And I want to go back next fall just because I think going in the fall is really great. I love fall fashion. And thank you guys so much for watching.